Hello, hello, everybody. So I've never done this before as a subscriber chat. This live is for my subscribers. I'm doing free little mini readings for those of you that supported me through the subscription. Hi, Rachel. Hi, Donna. I think that people can watch, but the only people that can comment are subscribers. And so, you know, Rachel, you're here. Donna. Rachel, did you want me to start with you? Would you like a three card read? If you have a specific question, you can put it in the chat. And then Donna, I can do you next. I hope you guys are having a good day. It's been a little bit of a rough day today. Okay, Rachel, what's your question? Oh, thank you guys for sending the likes. I really appreciate it. I see you guys entering and I see you guys sending likes. So thank you so much for that. Just want to know general and love, what's going on? Okay, so let's take three cards for you, Rachel, and see what's going on. Okay, so the first card you got is about strength. Now this is Leo energy, and you can tell me in the chat as we go through what resonates with you and what doesn't. But strength is Leo energy. Now I always say, do you want the peace or do you want the beast? You know, so this is the question. Okay, now strength is also about finding your strength and your courage to push yourself forward. So in love right now, there could be Leo energy here, or there could very well be, you know, a real need for strength in a connection that you have. The second card is the Ace of Cups. So the Ace of Cups is all about a brand new emotional beginning. So essentially right now, this is like saying the cup of love, self-love, and then with another person. So this is really beautiful. So this is about a brand new emotional beginning for you in love. And then your near future, you got the Knight of Cups. It's going to be a slow process. But again, it's a total TTP moment, you know? Hi, Queen. Hi, Terry Lynn. Hi, Strange. It's funny how all the names changed again on TikTok. So, Rachel, does this resonate with you? So, essentially, the Strength card, the Ace of Cups, and the Knight of Coins. So, this is, again, finding your strength and your courage to push yourself forward. Do you want the peace or do you want the beast? And that Ace of Cups, it's a brand new emotional beginning. Makes sense? And yes, it's a very slow process. So, I hope that that resonated with you, Rachel. And thank you so much for being a subscriber. I really, really appreciate it. Okay. Now, Donna. Donna, what is your question? And I'm going to go through the list and just write down names. Good, Rachel, awesome. So Anne, Mama Marie. Who else have I missed? Please put your names in the chat. Just write me something so I can see you and I can make a list of people. Christine, thank you for being a subscriber. Yeah, you don't have to have a question in. You could it could just be like a general. Cindy, thank you, Cindy. I know you gotta change your name again. Yeah, Queen. Okay, Queen. So Donna, you want to know a general reading? Okay. Christine, Terry. Okay, I don't want to forget anybody. If I skip over you by accident, it's not on purpose. It's just because sometimes the comments go quickly. And I thought if I make a list, then I would know. Yeah, Tamara, thank you so much. Hi, Christine. We got two Christines. Okay, so Christine, who just said Christine, hi, Kelly, you're going to be Christine number 2. Okay. And if I missed anybody, if I haven't seen anybody, or if I missed somebody, I have Rachel, Donna, and Mama Marie, Cindy, Queen, Christine, Terry, Tanya, Tamara, Christine number 2, Lena. Okay. So Donna, you said you just wanted a general, what do you need to know? So obviously we're going to look kind of what 3 things do you need to know. So Donna, 4 of coins. Donna, don't hold yourself back. Okay. The 4 of coins is all about extremes of giving your time, your love, or your money. So right now you're holding back from something. Okay. And let's see what else you need to know. Judgment. Donna, this is so interesting because obviously, we know each other, but judgment, this is a wake-up call. There's a decision that you've got to make. Okay. And let's see, obviously I know all of you guys, but obviously I know certain things. And so, I miss you too, Queen. And the 3 of Wands. So Donna, you have to ask yourself, what are your intentions? Because the 3 of Wands is about sitting on the sidelines. So it very well means that, like, are you going to do this today? Are you going to do this tomorrow? Are you going to do this next week? It's never the right time. So the 4 of Coins is saying, please don't hold yourself back. This is time for a decision or a wake-up call, and you've got to set your intentions. What is it that you want to do? You have to clearly decide what you want to do. Okay, Donna, I really hope that that resonates with you. It does. Yeah, Donna, I'm sending you so much love. Okay, so Marie, career, feeling more at peace with staying put. Is it right or just fear of holding you back? Okay, so let's look at career. Feeling more at peace with staying put. Hi, Rita. Rita, I'm going to add you to my list. As I see people, you're welcome, Donna. Okay, so Marie, let's see. 3 cards. Marie, you've got the Princess of Wands. There's a spark here, and this spark is all about creativity and doing what you're passionate about. And we've talked about this. This is the idea that you've got to pursue whatever it is that you're passionate about. So if you feel that spark or that nudge, you're conflicted though. You've got the 5 of Wands, and the 5 of Wands is like either gossip, it's, going back and forth. Should I, shouldn't I, shouldn't I? But you have a spark, and you have to listen to that spark and to that intuition that you have. Okay. And there's the 4 of Cups. The universe is offering you a cup. There's an opportunity here. The question is, are you too much in contemplation to see that cup? So this is saying, look up, be aware of the opportunities that are in front of you, and don't hold back. I also want to make a point that both of these cards are green, and green is the heart chakra. You need to follow your heart. You need to follow the spark that's in your heart and accept that cup. And the 5 of Wands is communication. So you got to make sure that you communicate effectively. Okay, I hope that that resonates. Hi, Donna. Okay, so Donna number 2. I'm making a list, Donna. So Anne, what was your question? Anne, is it a general question, or like, is it just like, tell me what you need to know, or is it something? Okay, good, Marie, I'm glad. You want general, Anne? Okay, so Anne, what does Anne need to know? This is quite a different style actually to do. Hello, Megan. Megan, I'm going to add you to my list. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so Anne, general. What does Anne need to know? Anne, you need healing. The 4 of Swords. Hi, Roxy. Roxy, I'm going to add you to my list. 4 of Swords. This is all about healing. And you need a break. You need a nap. You need to just take a time out, essentially, just to rejuvenate yourself. Okay, because I know how much you've been through. And you got the Ace of Cups. This is going to be a brand new emotional beginning for you. A new start is here. But like I just said in the other reading, you've got to make sure that you trust your intuition. You fill your own cup. Okay? Because you can't do anything yet unless you do for you. And you give to everyone else. Now it's time you fill your own cup. The universe is dropping this cup to you. I want you to receive. I want you to receive that cup. All right? And then I know you've been trying. Let's see what else we need to know. 2 of Wands. And the 2 of Wands is planning your future. It's so interesting. This is about your personal value and your worth, because the card is orange, and that is basically your sacral chakra. So, and you need to heal. You need to emotionally heal as well and take that cup for yourself and then plan your future. You might even want to take a trip of some sort, okay? But you've got big plans on the horizon and I want you to go for it, okay? Oh, Becky D, thank you so much. Becky D, I'm going to add you to my list, okay? If I've missed anybody, please let me know. I just try to see it as we go. Marie, we did. Cindy, what is your question, Cindy? Was it about love, if I'm not mistaken? So once a month, I really want to do these lives for you subscribers because you support me and are so kind to me. So if I can do something for you, I appreciate you too. And then I'm happy. I'm happy. I think, Cindy, you said love, but I'll wait for you to tell me. Thank you for the likes, you guys. I really appreciate it. Okay, Cindy. All right, let's see, Cindy. What do you need to know? So, Cindy, you have the 10 of coins. So this is tangible wish fulfillment. What I love about this deck is in this particular depiction, you can see the family in the background where it's like you feel at home, right? You're rich in your home, your family, your emotions. This is saying like having that personal power and feeling good because that is all about your solar plexus. Aw, thanks, Donna. The thing is though, Cindy, you have to be very careful that you don't get into your head. And as a Sagittarius, we know that Sagittarius tends to overthink and has some anxiety and some worry. If you're worried about your stability right now, okay, don't, because that's just getting into your head. You might be worried about, you know, are things stable? You know, this could be financial, this could be work. But I know you're asking about love, but what is it about the stability that's kind of getting in the way of the love? And it could be love work related as well, by the way. So the Hermit here, the Virgo energy here is saying, oh, thank you, Laura, is saying that you have to search your soul. You have to go deep within and really see what it is that you want. And the 10 of coins is here. You know, you can have the tangible fulfillment. Both of these cards are yellow, so your personal power is there. All I would say is don't get in the way of that with that fear and anxiety. Because that's the one thing, that self-concept that we've been talking a lot about lately. You got to be really careful that your concept is, I am chosen, I am loved, you know, I am abundant. And so hopefully that makes sense. Cindy, does that resonate with you? Wow, Cindy, no way. How do you feel about that? All right, Queen, what is your question? What is your question, Queen? I've missed seeing you. I know you've been working long hours. I think you wanted to know about your Scorpio, if I'm correct. I'm pretty sure that's what Queen had asked me. That's where the anxiety is coming from, Cindy. Okay, so it's interesting how that's kind of getting into your energy space. It's funny, we asked about love, but it almost feels like it's more the stability, right? Okay, about your Scorpio. Okay, Queen. Let's see. 8 of Cups. Okay, so Queen, what's going on right now? Because 8 of Cups is about walking away from things that no longer serve you or walking towards things that are better for you. So your first card is a signal, and it also has to do with your root chakra because the card is red, your foundation. So it almost feels like your foundation is sort of being uprooted. So let's see. Fernanda, thank you so much, my friend. I'm adding you to the list. You just worked 43 hours in 3 days. Wow. Wow. Right now, the healthcare system is just so exhausted, and I admire the work that you do. My father's in the hospital right now, and it's tough. So the 8 of Cups is a little bit about walking away. But here's the thing, Queen, you have to be decisive. The King of Swords here is logical and actually takes the emotion out of it. So in other words, I know how much you feel about your Scorpio. I know you have a very intense connection with each other. But for a second, you might have to take the emotion out of it and say logically, what is the decision that needs to be made here? Are you debating a should I stay, should I go? Are you debating the way things are moving forward? Because there's the Scorpio right there. There's the death energy. Hey, Lena. How are you, my friend? I added you to the list, Lena. But the death card here is all about death and rebirth. So it's not just about the Scorpio, but there needs to be some sort of renewal or some sort of like confirmation that comes through. It's like, it's almost like you need to confirm some sort of decision, if that makes any sense. Now, the two cards that are in this spread, Queen, are purple. And the purple is all about the third eye and the intuition. So really what you need to do, yeah, are there two of you, Lenas? Or is there another? Because I know we have Alina as well, if I'm not mistaken. I just want to make sure. It is good, Queen. Queen, does that resonate with you though? Because it feels like you're in this sort of like, you're sort of in this in-between mode. And it's like you have to make a logical decision, but you might have to take the emotion out of it. I feel like when you make this decision, it's going to have some sort of renewal effect for you. But you've got to really trust yourself. Oh, because it doesn't show as Eleni. Okay, you're right. It's Eleni. But we had another Lena too, though. Before. Okay. All right. Carolina, thank you so much. I will add you to the list. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. Okay, so Christine. Christine number one. Christine number one, what is your question? Christine Lynn, I believe. Thank you, Oki. I just saw, man. Awesome. You're welcome, Queen. Oh, Carolina, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Current love, Christine? Okay, let's see. Six of Coins, equal giving and receiving. So Christine, you know, equal giving and receiving. There has to be a balance. No overgiving, okay? No overgiving. Yeah, there is one more, but I don't know if it's Lena or Lena. Yes, you're here. Okay, Lena Maldonado, is it Lena or Lena? Spell it for me so that I say it properly, because Lena 444, and I want to make sure that I say your name properly. So Christine, Six of Coins is equal giving and receiving, and okay, so Lena and Lena. Okay, there we go. Now I know. No, Donna, you haven't missed your turn. We have a list. We have a little bit of a long list, and that's okay. I'm here to do these readings for you guys. And we got KD 74119. Okay, I'm gonna call you KD. Just give me 1 second. I'll come to you and I'll let you know, and then you can tell me your question. Okay, so Christine, Six of Coins is that equal giving and receiving and that balance. And the Seven of Wands. So Christine, here's the thing though. Are you feeling a little bit guarded? Because the Seven of Wands is about feeling a little defensive. Now, sometimes I ask with this card and say, do you want to be on the offensive or do you want to be on the defensive? And so if you're feeling a little guarded and a little defensive, this is saying you need to bring balance in the love department. Okay? Hi, Karen. Thank you so much. Okay, so Karen, I'm going to add you to the list. And if I've missed anybody, you'll have to let me know. I don't want to miss anybody. I'm doing my best to add people. Okay, so you're trying not to feel guarded. Okay, so let's see. What else do we need to know? The Justice card. You cannot make this up. Christine, how interesting. You've got the Justice. You had the Six of Coins and the Justice card. And I'm going to tell you something else very interesting about this. And I know I'm looking at this a little bit backwards because this was the first card. But look, these two cards, they're like those, they're blue with a little bit of purple. All this is about trusting your intuition and communicating it properly. So if you're feeling a little bit guarded, to bring balance, you might need to communicate. Okay? So I hope that makes sense to you, Christine. Terry, what's your question today? It's so nice to see you guys on here. This is the first time I've ever done a subscriber chat. So it feels weird not being able to see everybody's comments, but so what do you need to know about your Capricorn? Okay. Let's see, Terry. Hi, Carrie. Carrie, I'm going to add you to the list. Okay, so Capricorn, Terry. Eight of Coins, work. Capricorn, right? What do Capricorns do? They work. So, Terry, I think that right now with your Capricorn, there's a heavy focus on work. And the Knight of Coins, it's a slow-moving process. No, Christine, this is not Who Shuffles Your Cards. This is Subscriber Live. Knight of Coins, so it's a very slow-moving process, Terry, and I know we've talked about that. And you've got all, so far in these two cards, tangible. They're coins, okay? Coin energy. Bethany, I'm going to add you to the list if I haven't already. I just want to make sure. Let's see, what else do we have? The Devil, Capricorn. Terry Lynn, you cannot get any more Capricorn than this reading. You have three cards, okay? It's telling you that work is always a thing. The Knight of Coins, it's always slow. And the Devil is about restrictions. This is all about Capricorn energy that holds one back, okay? So, you know, Terry Lynn, you have to let me know if that resonates. I feel like it will. I'm going to actually take one other card for you because it's not really telling you something you don't know. I want to just take this card here. See, there's the Establish and Ambition. It's work. It's work. So I hope that that resonates with you, but it definitely feels like work is a constant thing. Is it possible, Terry, that your Capricorn sort of hides themselves in their work? Instead of addressing certain things, you know, they tend to focus a lot on work. Tanya, what is your question today? Spot on? Okay. I appreciate the feedback. Your Capricorn does too, Christine. I know. Capricorns, they work. And they really sort of like hide themselves in their work. So Tanya, what is your question today? You want to know. Okay. So love and your Leo. Okay. Let's see. What do we need to know, Tanya? You got the Fool. So Tanya, this is about a brand new beginning. And you know what's hard, and as we're talking about Capricorns, you being a Capricorn, Capricorns have a hard time letting go, right? Because it's always about work. It's always about the strategy or the numbers or the statistics. This is telling you as a real signal that, you know, there's a need to let go and just, you know, take that leap and see where things go. You don't need a plan. See, here we go. Interesting. The Hierophant. Trust your intuition, because there's the third eye up here. But this is also about methodical steps. Now, it doesn't have to mean that you are planning everything. I think what these two cards are saying is that you're kind of in a battle between trying to let go and then trying to plan everything. So this is essentially saying to you, you got to just let go in general and trust your intuition. Now, the third card that comes out of this is the Eight of Swords. So Tanya, you can't overthink. That's why I was saying it's almost like there's this like driving with your foot on the brake, where, you know, you got to let go and be the fool, but you also have to, like, you know, I know you want to plan, but you got to make sure that you're not overthinking it. I hope that makes sense to you. All right, Tamara, what is your question? You're welcome, my friend. Oh, I hope so, Marita. So what's coming in love for you? Okay. Okay. And Marita, I have you on my list, right? Yes, I do. Okay. So what's coming in for love for you? Ace of Wands. Well, Tamara, look at you. You got the Rod of Fire. Everybody's favorite card. So there's a spark. There's some passion here. Could be a fire sign, you know. Typically the Ace of Wands, I believe, is Aries. Okay. What else do we need to know? Temperance, patience, forgiveness, reconciliation. Now, if it's not reconciliation necessarily, it's about being patient, and letting go of things in the past. It's alchemy. It's learning. It's taking what you've learned in the past and applying it to the present so you can have a better future. But I do believe that if this is some sort of reconciliation or rekindling or coming back, I feel like there is going to be moving to the next level. Like there's going to be an improvement of whatever was before. Okay? Because this is about your foundation. Both of these cards are red. They're that reddy orange color, you know. So this is all about your root chakra. So in general, thank you, Jean Marie. So in general, that's where I would look at, you know, is your foundation, your self-concept also. I say that a lot lately, but see, there's the Seven of Swords. Okay, here's the thing. Tori, you got to be very careful because this is about, you know, is somebody telling the truth? Is somebody wearing a false self mask? Do you feel a little guarded? Are you feeling a little guarded, or do you like question? Like when you meet somebody new, are you sort of like questioning whether or not the shoe's going to drop? And I've been saying that a lot today, you know, like, are you worried that the other shoe is going to drop? You know, are they too good to be true? So if that makes sense, Tamara, I would just say, don't get in the way. Whatever, I feel like I'm in like a Zoom session here where I almost want to ask you certain questions, but I obviously I want to respect the fact that we're talking publicly. And that is, what is it that you don't forgive yourself for? Deborah, thank you. I'm going to add you to my list. What is it that you don't forgive yourself for? Because whatever it is that you're not forgiving yourself for, you might be holding yourself back, or you might have been hurt, and that in turn makes you question or sort of like guard yourself from someone else. So if that makes sense. Thank you, Jean Marie. I added you to my list. So in other words, if that's something that you're feeling, please don't guard yourself. You trusted someone that broke your heart very badly. I understand. But Tamara, here's the thing. We can't assume that everybody's going to break our heart. You know? What choice do we have? We have to be open and we have to just take that risk. I want you to be the fool. I want you to have that rod of fire. I want you to have that passionate new beginning. So it requires forgiving. And it's not about forgiving the other person who hurt you. It's about allowing yourself to feel forgiven. You made a mistake and that's okay. It made you who you are. Okay? So I hope that made sense. All right, Christine number 2. Christine number 2, what is your question today? I've got Christine number 2, Lena, Marita, Donna number 2, Megan. Yeah. That's the one nice thing about doing little readings like this, is that people can connect with other people's stories, right? Okay, Christina, general read. Okay, what do we need to know generally? 4 of Coins. So this card did come out before. Christine, this is about holding back. Extremes of giving your time, your love, or your money. Are you finding that you're holding yourself back? What is holding you back? Because that's a green card. That's your heart chakra. So in your heart, you are holding back. Joy, thank you so much. I will add you to my list. Oh, good. Some of the readings resonate with you too. Awesome. See, that's the thing about us having this family that we do, right? We understand each other's energy. Okay. Christine, there's a completion of a cycle here. You have to stop holding back, because the world means, it's done. Okay. It's like saying, congratulations, you're moving to the next round. So I think you're fighting some change right now, and you have to let me know if that makes any sense, but it feels like you're fighting some change. Okay. And the 4 of Cups, same thing. The universe is giving you a cup. Okay. The universe is giving a cup and saying, Christine, here's a cup, here's an opportunity, but you may be overthinking whatever it is in the moment that you're overthinking, and you're not seeing this cup. Okay. So Christine, I really hope that resonates with you. But again, you're ready to move to the next round. Just don't hold yourself back from it. I think it's a little scary sometimes, but the future doesn't have to be scary. It's actually quite exciting. You're going through a divorce. So there's your ending, your completion of a cycle. So, okay. So it's kind of all or nothing at this point. You don't even want to be in any in between. You're going through the divorce. You have a new beginning. Go for it. Okay. I'm sending you lots of love. You're welcome. Okay, Lena. What is your question, Lena? Lena, are you there? I can always come back to you, Lena, if you're not ready yet. Okay, so Lena, you're asking general. Okay, so let's see. What do we need to know? Okay, well, you got a king size combo, Lena. So you got the King of Wands. This is someone who's nurturing, someone passionate. And this is about moving forward. And obviously this is all about trusting your intuition as well because of the purple in the third eye. So it's almost like you're being drawn to something, you know, and you're trusting yourself. You're just going to kind of like let it be and let it take you in the direction that you're going. What else with that? Because that's a very nice card to start with. Yeah, the Nine of Coins. You're feeling good in your own skin. This is a card that sort of signals doing for you. You might be actually like nurturing yourself because the King of Wands is a very nurturing energy. Yes, we know the King of Wands is hot, it's intensity and it's passion, but at the same time, the Nine of Coins with that card together suggests to me that someone is feeling, how do I describe it? Somebody's just feeling, or you're feeling a lot more comfortable with yourself. You're doing for you. Okay. Let's see what else. See, Ace of Wands, passionate new beginning. There's a lot of fire. There's like a spark in you. You know what I mean? So I think that's a really, really positive read. I hope that that makes sense. It's like really nurture yourself, nurture your own soul because it's bringing you that abundance. It's bringing you that spark. Okay, Marita, what is your question? Thank you, Joy. I appreciate it. Thank you, Veronica, for the likes. Thank you, Mish, for the likes. I appreciate you guys so much. Exactly. Queen, don't ever chase again. Don't ever chase again. Okay, so Spirit knows Marita in general. Okay, what does Marita need to know right now? The High Priest, you know what, Rita? You cannot make this out. You said Spirit knows. You got the High Priestess. The High Priestess is the keeper of secrets. She's the queen of the ethereal realm. This is you trusting your intuition and your personal power is... Yes, I did do Lena. Yeah, I did you. Oh, did I do the other Lena, or do you mean you? Yeah, Joy, I have you on the list. It's just right now I'm going through the list of the order. So the High Priestess and Marita, the Queen of Coins, stability. Okay. So the stability here is, okay, Queen of Coins is resourceful. She loves her family and home. Oh, that's amazing. Lena, I'm so glad to hear that. I'm so glad to hear that. Thank you for the feedback. I appreciate when you guys let me know. So the Queen of Coins, I mean, this is all about, you know, stability at home, resourcefulness, but you're still on a journey. You're not there yet. You're getting there. Okay. And what else? Joy, when I call your name, because I have a list. The only thing I would say to you, Marita, is you got to be careful because this is the Netflix card. This is the card of having all the options. You're striving for that stability, but as you're going along this journey, you have this option, you have that option, you have this happening and that happening and all these kind of curveballs to the point where you may just say, I want nothing at all. Like I don't know, I'm not going to pick anything. It's like going, like I said, you go on Netflix, you spend 40 minutes going through the guide and then you choose nothing. Or you go to a restaurant and there's a million things on the menu and you're like, nah. And that's why you have to really trust your intuition and you've got to go towards that stability by making a decision. So if there's something, Rita, that you're not making a decision about right now, it's time that you clearly make that decision because it's going to lead you to that abundance, to that stability. Yeah, the Netflix card. But isn't it true, Fernanda? Netflix is a Libra's worst nightmare. I know. Okay, makes sense, Rita. I'm really glad to know that. Okay, Donna number 2, my friend. What do we need to know today? What are we asking? Aw, thanks, Queen. I appreciate it. I'm so happy when you're here. Just general? Okay, Donna, let's see. Let's see. Can you imagine, Donna, we get similar cards from earlier? The Knight is... So, Donna... So Donna, do you have ideas? You can't make this up, Donna, because you had this card. This is what makes me laugh. It's like I called it. This is where we talked about the swift ideas and moving yourself forward and pursuing what you're going to pursue. right? Mm-hmm. Can't make that up. Interesting, Donna. Got the Empress. Gee, Donna, this seems like really interesting, really repetitive. You have the Empress, where you're birthing a whole new cycle. It's like you can't make it up, Donna. You know, like if anybody could have seen us earlier, they have no idea. But this is all about being creative. And I said to you, like, what is it that you want to be creative about? What is it you want to do? Remember, I asked you, do you like to draw? Do you like to design? This is telling you that you're right. No, you can't. I know. And let's see what your third card is. The Emperor, Aries energy, Donna. This is interesting. This is all about making power moves. So Donna, are you here to play chess or are you here to play checkers? Is essentially what this is asking you. What do you want to do? So Donna, I really hope that that resonates with you. Right, right, totally. So many swords, yes. Lots of communication happening. All right, Megan, my fantabulous friend. What is your question? You're welcome. What do we need to know, Megan? You're curious about the Pisces? Okay. Love. Six of Coins, equal giving and receiving. Megan, equal giving and receiving. Do not chase. Pisces have a tendency, and I say this with love, if any Pisces are watching, they're a fish, right? They flip-flop. So when they go kind of hot and cold, you don't want to chase. Okay? The Moon, Pisces energy. Okay, you can't even make this up. The Moon card is Pisces. Now it can also represent Cancer because Cancer is ruled by the Moon, but essentially you might be needing to trust your intuition with this, Megan. But also at the same time, both of these cards have these shades of blue and purple. This one's kind of a bluey purple. There's a need for effective communication. Oh my gosh, thank you, Kizzy. I really appreciate it. The Six of Coins and the Moon together tells you that you need intuition here. You've got to really trust your intuition. Now, you might be worried. You might have some anxiety, or you're Pisces, and that could be a little bit in the way here. So there needs to be a balance between the two of you. Thank you, Oki. And let's see what else we need. The Two of Cups. This is about a love connection. Yeah, Leo ignores. Yeah, Leos are the kings and queens of ignore. And I say this with love to all the Leos, but if you ignore a Leo, or they ignore you harder. They are known to ignore. So Two of Cups here, Megan. So this is the nice connection, but there might be a little bit of but the Moon can also be romance as well. It could be a very romantic connection, very dreamy, because Pisces are so dreamy. But there needs to be balance of equal giving and receiving. Okay, Roxy, my friend, what is your question today? Thank you for all the likes. I appreciate it so much. You are dreamy. Thank you, Megan. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Kisses back. Just general, Roxy? Okay. So, Roxy, what do we need to know? Roxy, this card is coming out a lot today. There's a few of you that have had this card, so there might be messages for everybody with this. You can see the Four of Coins. Holding back, extremes of giving your time, your love, your money. It's almost like this. The Four of Coins can be like holding on to your purse, holding on to your pentacles. So let's see what else we need to know. See the Knight of Wands. Roxy, sorry, that little giggle was a Scorpio giggle, because obviously I know you're a Scorpio, but it's passion. You want to, pardon me for saying, Roxy, you have to like tell me if I'm right or if I'm wrong here. This is going to get a little hot here. Roxy, I feel like you have like unbridled passion going on right now. You might have some passion in the pants at the present time. And you might be holding that back. Hi, Selena. Selena, I'm adding you to the list. I don't know, Roxy. All I'm saying is that you got some passion in the pants that might be repressed a little bit. You'll have to let me know. And let's see. Queen of Wands. Okay, so Roxy, Queen of Wands is someone who walks around with confidence. They walk around like they own it. You're single, of course you do. Roxy, sometimes the Queen of Wands can be seen as another woman. Not always. It depends on the scenario. All I want you to know is do not hold back out of comparison. There is nothing to compare. Okay? Don't hold back on showing that confidence to walk around like you own it and to show that you are passionate about something or someone. Okay? I hope that that resonates with you. All right, Becky D. Becky D, what is your question? I know. If you want to clarify later, we can. No worries, Becky. I've got Becky and I have Fernanda. Yeah, they do, Roxy. Lena, you are after Fernanda. So Becky, we have Becky D, Fernanda, Lena, Carolina, KD, Karen, Carrie. So why wouldn't my Aries accept my love, trust, loyalty, my values? So many fights because of my good. Okay, Becky. Becky, I can answer that question without the cards. But I'll tell you first without the cards. Why? Because your Aries doesn't feel worthy. Because you are someone who's a giver. You're overgiving to the scenario. And the fights, they're coming from the fact that there is this power struggle. Yep, Jean Marie, I have you. You're after Deborah. But let me look, Becky. I'll tell you. Okay, Queen of Cups. You know what? I have to say. So, Becky, what did I just say to you? The Queen of Cups is about overgiving. The Queen of Cups is someone who thinks about everyone else but herself. This is about trusting your intuition and allowing yourself to receive. And this is the hard thing about an Aries, and I say it with love. Aries generally are, they're considered the infants of the zodiac. So sometimes they don't always think about other people, right? They're a little bit selfish that way, even though they're not selfish people. I don't know how to describe it. It's like they will do first, think later. And it's not like they mean to offend anybody, or if they say something, it's not like they intend to hurt them, but they don't always think before they speak. And that's more so Aries men. Okay, a little bit Fernanda. I mean, my father's an Aries. I've dabbled in some Aries in my time, and I do know this, firsthand. But let's see what else, Becky. Becky, the Seven of Swords. Okay, so someone was wearing a false self mask. So somebody was not really telling the truth in this situation. Okay, there may have been some fights. Yeah, no matter how much you poured. Becky, was there an issue with honesty? I've dabbled. Yeah, Christine. I haven't used that word ever. Now it's a new Kellyism. I have to say, I've dabbled. Yes, I've dabbled. I've dabbled in Aries energy before. Can't say it was the most successful with the Virgo. Although I have to say, out of all the fire signs, I don't mind Aries and Virgo. But But if there was some issues with honesty, Becky, that could very well be. Okay. And then look, the High Priestess. So here's what I want to say to you, Becky. Trust your intuition. Trust your intuition. Because I think you know and you feel something, but you might not be. I'm such a coconut. Cute. Yeah, I understand, Becky. I'm sending you lots of love. I want you to trust your intuition. I think deep down... Hi, Mel. Mel, I'm adding you to my list. I think deep down, you know the answer, Becky. Because you just have to really trust your intuition. Okay? I really hope that resonates with you, and I send you lots and lots of love. Okay, Fernanda, what is your question, my friend? I hope you guys like this style of reading. I can't say I've ever done this before on this platform, and it's an interesting change. What do you need to know about the Taurus? Okay. You're welcome, Becky. What do I need to know about this Taurus? The King of Cups. There's lots of emotion there. There's lots of emotion here. Oh, I'm glad. I'm glad you guys like it. This is kind of like, the more I do it, the more I feel like I'm in a Zoom session with you. You know what I mean? Like it's like what we would do in one of my sessions. But Fernanda, the King of Cups is all about being in tune with the emotions. So it could very well feel like there's a lot of, I don't know how to explain it. Do you know what I get the sense? Fernanda, you have to tell me. Is there like this little bit of innocence with the Taurus? Because Taurus nature can be quite innocent. Scorpio moon. But there's a little bit of this innocence there, even though, trust me, it's not so innocent. Taurus for the Scorpio moon is not so innocent. But there is and there isn't. There's like the one side and then the other side. Okay? Yeah, it makes you guys feel closer to each other. Yeah, the King of Cups goes quite deep. Okay, so Fernanda, that makes sense. All right. The Star card, Aquarius energy, so healing. See how this water's being poured here? You're welcome. See how this water's being poured here? You know, you can see that there's this healing that's happening. You know, it's almost like the idea of like, you know, when you take a shower and you just like, you know, like you let that water just like pour on you, just sort of cleanse you. There's a need for healing because, Fernanda, there's been some hurt. There's been some past hurt. I don't want to say the Taurus. I mean, we all have our hurts. I know you and I have talked, but your Taurus has had some hurts. And that has hurt them. Yeah, Taurus with the Scorpio moon. So, Fernanda, here's the thing. There's a Seven of Swords again. And the Seven of Swords means, and I'm going to tell you this also based on knowing that it's a Taurus with a Scorpio moon. There are some secrets. Now, when I say secrets, I'm not talking about like really bad things. I'm just saying that a Scorpio moon in general is going to keep things quite private. You might find that your Taurus is a very private person. And there are times when you may not know how they feel or where they stand. They might keep themselves pretty cool. So if that makes sense, I don't think this person is shady. I just think that this person keeps their cards very close to their chest, is what I think. So you have to let me know if that resonates. All right, so Lena, what is your question? What is your question? He's really kind but very private. Yes, you'll find that he might be a bit guarded. That's that Seven of Swords, a little bit guarded. I don't think he's shady. I just think he's a little more guarded. Yet very sweet all at the same time. Okay, we're asking about love, Lena. Okay, so what does Lena need to know? Lena, you have the Eight of Cups. Lena, this is the card of walking away from things that no longer serve you. Okay, and walking towards things that are better. Because you want to know everything, right? Because Fernanda, that's the obsessive side of Scorpio Venus, right? You're running. Okay, let's see. Lena, the Ten of Swords. Something is dead, done, and over with. You've had a lot of swords in your bag. And this is now saying, I don't want to take any more hits to my personal power, and I want to move forward. And what you need to know, though, Lena, is that the Page of Cups here, the Princess of Cups, is about believing in miracles. It's also a card of like maybe something that's going to spark you on an emotional level, where it's going to be like new feelings or friendship feelings. Okay? So in other words, this tells me, believe in miracles, believe that everything is going to be okay, because it is, because there's a lovely emotional beginning here, or a communication of some feelings. Somebody might, Lena, it's quite possible that somebody could come along who's not the Aries, who's going to sort of like show you a little bit of interest, and you're going to be like, it's going to pique you. Okay? I hope that resonates. All right, Carolina, hopefully I'm saying it right. What is your question? Everything is divine timing. It is. I believe in destiny. I do. And then we have Katie after. Carolina, are you there? I can always come back to you. I know it's hard to wait. There's a list, but we've gone pretty much through we're almost there. There she is. Okay, General. Is it Carolina or is it Caroline? I'm assuming it's Carolina. Very pretty name. 2 cards came out. So I'll take 4 cards for you. So you've got the 7 of Wands and the 10 of Wands. Okay, so here's the thing. 10 of Wands is mentally, physically, spiritually, and emotionally exhausted. Okay? And the 7 of Wands says you might feel very guarded. You might be feeling a little defensive because you're just at your max. If you've been feeling like you're just completely at your max, it's because you need a rest. Like you're over it kind of thing. But you might be feeling a little defensive, you know, almost like the concept. And I'm not referring to you as a child, but I just want to give you an analogy. It's the analogy of a child that is so overly tired that they cannot function and they want to cry and they want to scream and they want to whatever. That's where you're at. It's almost like that child who just needs to go to sleep and can't, you know, because they're just so tired. And there's the 7 of coins. So you have 7-7. So Carolina, if that's a sign for you, 7-7. I want you to know something. You're feeling very anxious. And this is a card of TTP. It's a card that the seeds have been planted. So simply, seeds are planted. Trust that they're going to harvest. They're not going to harvest overnight. And if you're trying to bust out the miracle grow to make it grow quicker, that is exhausting you. That is what's causing you to feel so run down. Okay? And the Queen of Coins. You just want stability. That's all you want. You want to feel stable. You want to feel good in your own skin. You want to have the ability to give to other people. Because the Queen of Coins is somebody who's generous and resourceful, loves their family and home. They like nice things. They like to receive, but they also love to give. So in other words, you can't rush anything. Okay? You gotta let it take its course. But your ultimate goal here is stability. So I really hope that that resonated with you. Okay, KD, if you're still there, what is your question today? And then we have Karen. Oh, I got a kitty that's coughing back there. If this downloads properly, would you guys like me to put this on YouTube so that you have a copy of it? You're welcome. Katie, are you there? Okay. If you guys want, if it downloads, I'll put it on YouTube. And that way you can always go back and look for it. Yeah, I can do it. No, I can do it. It's no problem. As long as it downloads properly. That's the thing. Sometimes they don't always. Okay, so Katie, I can always come back. Karen, what is your question, Karen? Oh, thank you so much, Queen. Karen, what is your question today? And then Carrie is next. Hi, Karen. Okay, you're wondering about the Aries guy? Well, Karen, a card just flew out dramatically. You guys know how I feel about this. There is the Temperance card. So patience, forgiveness, and reconciliation. So, I mean, Temperance, it's alchemy. It's Sagittarius energy. It's blending the old and the new. So it could very well be that you find that there's a bit of a back and forth. Yeah, a lot of Aries energy. Okay, so here's the thing. When I said back and forth, so tell me if I'm right or if I'm wrong, Karen, that there's a need for balance here. There's really a need for balance because this is like where you need to lighten your load. Because you might be taking on way too much and you're feeling exhausted. You can't put 100% into 5 different things. 20, 20, 20, 20, 20 is not going to work. So I feel like, especially with your Aries, you need to find some balance. There needs to be like, again, that equal giving and receiving. But at the same time, if there is a coming back around, or there's a next level, there has to be a demonstration of some balance. And there's the Seven of Wands. There's some guardedness. Again, you the offense or the defense. So it could very well be that your Aries is a bit guarded and not totally sure how to balance. The one thing I can tell you about Aries men, and those of you that you know are Aries or deal with Aries men, you would know that Aries men can either be extremely hardworking, like up at the crack of dawn, ready to go, but they can also be very lazy. And when they're lazy, they're lazy. So there's kind of sometimes this like imbalance as to which one you're going to get. So I don't know if that makes sense to you, Karen, but you'll have to let me know in your feedback. All right, Carrie, what is your question, my friend? I think I know what your question is, but you can tell me. You set a boundary. Okay, so Karen, that makes sense. Yep. There's okay, so the guardedness could be like saying no more. We need some balance in this connection. If you're gonna come back around, you gotta come correct. Thank you, Carly. Carly, I've just added you to my list. So Carrie, and then Bethany, and then Deborah, and then Jean Marie. Thank you for the likes. Also, Katie, if you're there, that is what you said to your Scorpio? Yeah, good. Thank you guys for the likes. I really, really appreciate it. Okay, good, good, good. Good, Karen. I'm glad to hear that. So I'm not sure if Carrie is there or KD, but Bethany, you can let me know your question. I can always go back to Carrie and KD. What is your question, Bethany? Okay, so Katie, Carrie, Bethany, Deborah. Okay, Deborah, we'll do I just read Jean Marie, I'm sorry. We'll do, yeah, general reading. Sorry, as I'm reading the comments. Okay, Deborah, so 3 of Swords. Deborah, are you feeling like you have some sadness or heartbreak today? Because the 3 of Swords, it's like taking a bit of a hit to the heart, but it's also in your personal power. Hi, Letitia. Letitia, I'll add you to the list. Okay, so Deborah, let's see what your other card is. You need healing. You need heart healing. Look at the heart in the background. You can't even make that up. Yeah, I don't know if you can see it on this card, but there's a heart with the swords in it. And here's the healing, the Aquarius energy. So you're in need right now of some heart healing. And the Wheel of Fortune, things are shifting for you, but I want to remind you that you can't fight the shift. Okay, the wheel's going to move whether you want it to or not. So make sure that you are not fighting it, because it's exhausting and it keeps you back in that old energy of that heartbreak. So right now you are moving towards your fate, your destiny. You have all the tools, just like the Magician here. You have all the tools, but don't fight it. Okay? Okay, so Katie, Carrie, Bethany, happy to do your reading if you're still here. And Jean Marie. Jean Marie, what is your question? You're welcome, Deborah. Jean Marie, what is your question? Okay, love with this Cancer. Okay, so June 21st. So on the cusp. Four of Cups. So here's the thing, Jimmy. You don't want to miss out on an opportunity, right? Make sure that you're aware that the universe is trying to give you a cup. And you got the Ten of Wands. You're exhausted. I feel like to some extent, Jean Marie, you feel very tired in general. Oh, and I'm so sorry they're feeling left out. I know because I'll go live. I can go live, or I can switch it back to everybody. I'm so sorry to anybody that feels left out. This was a special subscriber live. The Ten of Wands is, mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally exhausted, Jean Marie, where like you don't even want to look at anything. Like it's almost like you're just like completely in that mode of like, and the Princess of Wands. Princess of Wands is a spark. So you have a spark, you just got to go for it. You just got to go for it. Don't hold yourself back. Whatever's going to bring you that joy, but you need to have that rest first. Okay? And what I'll do is I'll come back live once I finish the list. The connection is insane. So don't fight it. Go for it. So Joy, let's see. What is your question today? Joy and then Selena. So Joy, what is your question? And let me know if I've missed anybody. Obviously, we have KD, we have Carrie, we have Bethany that we need to do. Okay, so Joy, you're asking health and will I find love again? Absolutely, Joy, you will. No question about will you. So let's see what you need to know, Joy. Okay, 2 cards came up. Princess of Swords and 2 of Coins. Balance. Okay, so here's the thing. You definitely need some balance right now, Joy. It feels like you're overdoing things. You have to lighten the load. And you have to be more logical and decisive. Now, again, the Princess of Swords can also be a card of spying on social media. That could be you, maybe looking at someone or somebody looking at you. But you need to really lighten the load. Okay. And here's the 8 of Wands, manifestation. Oh, okay, Carrie, you're back. Okay, Carrie, I'll do you next. You had a bad storm? So this is the 8 of Wands. This is manifestation and moving yourself forward. So you've got to believe that you're going to be okay. And that's why I said to you with the okay, Bethany, I've got you 2 here. Yep, Bethany and Carrie. Okay. You got to believe, Joy, that you're going to be all right. That's the key here. If you want to manifest it, it's not will I, it's I am finding love. And there's the King of Swords. You can't make it up because this is all about being logical and decisive. So really, Joy, you have to decide that you're going to be happy. You're going to have to decide that you're going to be healthy. It's up to you. It's really up to you and how you view things. It's all about perception, right? What do you perceive things to be? So I hope that that resonates with you. Carrie, what is your question? Carrie, what is your question? Okay, so work, Carrie? Okay. All right, so you got to be a fool, Carrie. You got to trust and take a leap of faith. You might have to take an opportunity that you didn't even expect or something totally different. It has to do with work because there you go. There's the 8 of Pentacles. And let's see what else you need to know. The Sun, it's a yes. Okay, so listen, Carrie, something might come across your table that you didn't anticipate, that it wouldn't be something you normally would think about. And it's like you might want to say yes to it. It's going to be different. You're going to have a different opportunity. Okay, thank you, Joy. So I hope that that makes sense. Bethany, what is your question? You're welcome. What is your question, Bethany? General? Okay. Ace of Cups. Brand new emotional beginning. This is lovely. And again, this is about you filling your own cup first. It's a card of self-love. So you want to make sure that you are nurturing yourself. And with that, we have the Ace of Wands. Okay, you have definitely a brand new beginning because you have two aces. Oh, thank you, Joy. You have two aces. So look, this is all, you're at a stage where you're like, everything feels like new, or it's going to be new, because a brand new emotional beginning, a brand new rod of fire. There's a spark in you. And the Empress, it's creativity. Here's the thing. What are you passionate about, Bethany? Like, what are you passionate about? What do you love to do? What did you stop doing because life got in the way? It's right now, it's telling you to follow your heart. What are you passionate about? Wellness? Okay, then you got to go after it, Bethany. I hope that that resonates with you. Okay, Selena and Mel. Selena, if you're still there. Katie, if you're there. I want to make sure everybody gets this. Okay, this is gonna be a general story for Selena. If it's meant for you, oh, well, if it is meant for you, it's meant for you. This is gonna be a general message. If it's meant for you, Selena, it's meant for you. Letitia, yes, I do. I have you on the list. Three of Coins. Selena, this is about collaboration and working together. This is about an upgrade. Okay, you may benefit from working with another person right now. Somebody could bring something to you. Yeah, King of Coins, bring you abundance. King of Coins is somebody who's like, you want them in charge. They have the Midas touch. You're going to connect with somebody who brings prosperity to you in some way. And the Six of Swords is going to bring you peace. You might even travel. But this is going to bring you some peace. So almost like somebody's going to help you with something, or they're going to bring something to the table that's going to bring you some sort of abundance. Selena, I hope that it's meant for you. Mel, what's your question? Mel, we've got Carly and then Letitia. You're welcome. Or KD. Mel, what is your question? What is the energy between you and the Virgo? Okay, let's see. King of Swords. Okay, here's the thing. If you take the emotion out of it, Mel, what's the logic right now? Like, are you seeing things through emotion, or are you seeing through logic? Because as a Pisces, you may be more in the dreamy state, and a Virgo is going to be more in the logic. So that's the interesting thing. This is almost like asking, what is the logic saying? See, there's holding back. Somebody's thinking too much about the logical side of things. They're not thinking with the heart. Okay, a little bit of both. Okay. And then there's the Ace of Cups. See, that's the thing. Longest journey. The message is really saying the longest journeys from the head to the heart, because you've got the King of Swords, all about logic, very cool and detached. Four of Coins, holding back from what, right? Holding back from that brand new emotional beginning. It's not to say that it's impossible. It's just that there can't be that guardedness or that holding back. Okay. Hopefully that makes sense. Erin, thank you. I'm going to add you to my list. We're right at the end almost. So Carly, what is your question? KD, Carly, Letitia, and then Erin. You're welcome. "33 years today since my dad." Oh, I'm so sorry. I'd love to see where my relationship is heading. Okay, let's see what Carly needs to know. Queen of Swords, you have to make boundaries. Carly, you have to say no to things that are no longer serving you. You can't be doing for everybody else. Okay, you have to cut cords of anybody. Yeah, see, dead and over with. You're over something. You're over being treated a certain way, or having other people sort of take advantage of your kindness. So make sure that you're not overgiving to anything. You got to trust and take a leap of faith. When you cut those old cords, you're going to allow new energy in. You know, it's almost like saying your new life is going to cost your old life. You have to let go of anything that was holding you back in the past. Okay? I hope that resonates with you. I think it's going to go in a good direction, but you have to make those boundaries, because the Fool just means like, I'm going to go for it. All right? Letitia, you said you wanted general. So let's see. What does Letitia need to know? It's literally been your last 6 months, Carly, so you understand. Okay. Yeah, you've got this, just like Selena said. Okay, Letitia, what do you need to know? Letitia, 7 of Cups, the Netflix card. Letitia, you got to make a decision about something. You might also be having some crazy dreams. I don't know why I feel like I want to say that to you specifically. But this is a card of some sort of illusions or dreams, lucid dreaming, telepathic communication. But you could be just feeling very dreamy. But it's almost like to the point where, like I said with the Netflix card, like you don't make a decision because you have all these options. You see all these things in front of you. And you kind of want to stay in your imagination more than anything. Okay. What else? The Fool. This is also telling you to trust, take a leap of faith. It's almost like saying, get out of the over. It's funny. Like I want to say your heart, like the overthinking of your heart, because it's not really about your head. It's your emotions. Your emotions are like an overdrive. I feel like your emotions are kind of all over the place, and you need a bit of a fire to spark you forward. Okay. And let's see what is your third card. The Chariot. You got to get up and go. Notice how she's laying here and she's like, I don't want to move. The Chariot is saying, got to get up and go. Got to go. It's victory. It's Cancerian energy. It's like full steam ahead. So both of these cards are red. It's like saying your foundation, your root chakra. This is saying you're not trusting your intuition. So hopefully that makes sense for you. Okay, we're coming right to the end. Unless anybody else, did I miss anybody? We've got KD. Anyone that, oh, you're a Cancer? Well, there you go. Unless I miss anybody who's a subscriber, please let me know. I'd love to be able to give you this little mini read. Erin, what's your question? Aw, you're welcome, Selena. It's just a little thank you. You're welcome. Erin, do you have a question? Or Katie, who I missed earlier? Didn't. Okay, so you feel like the past 6 months have been a roller coaster. Okay. And do you want to know kind of like what the general vibe is about that roller coaster? Let's see what we need to know. Princess of Wands. So there is a spark here. Hey, Chrissy. There is a spark here. So, Chrissy, I'm going to add you to my list. You can ask me a question and I'll pull cards for you. So here's the thing, Erin. There's a bit of fire energy here. And there is some passion here. There's a spark. But this is like saying, what are you passionate about, Erin? Because like, why is it that there's these highs and lows? It's almost like there's something you want to do, but you're not doing it. You know, you start to do it and then you stop doing it. Thank you, Bethany. And I'll tell you why. I think I know why. You have to let me know. The Six of Cups is all about nostalgia. It's about something that's holding you back from your past. It could even be inner child. It could have been like as a child you were told you can't do this, or you're not good enough, or you didn't feel good enough to do something. And what you really want to do is you want to follow your spark, you want to follow your passion, but for some reason you always get sort of sucked back and you don't get to start what you want, or you don't get to finish what you want to start or what you've started. And so this up and down, whatever it's related to, it's almost like it gets going and then you're pulled backwards and you're tested. And for some reason that test, and forgive me, this is very blunt of me, it's like you're not passing the test. And that's why it keeps coming round and around. And I say that to you with love because it's not easy. Let's take one other card. So Erin, let's see what your third card is. So Erin, here's what I want you to do. I want you to trust your intuition. Because you know what you know, and that's all you need to know. You don't need anyone to influence your decisions. So I'm really hoping that this makes sense. You'll have to let me know in the comments. But for some reason, it's like you have a spark. You're feeling like you're thinking about something from the past, but you got to trust yourself. You really got to trust your intuition. Oh, me too, Christine. Me too. This is par for the course. We all have roller coasters in our history. It makes sense. You're welcome. You're welcome, Erin. Christy, did you have a question you want me to answer? Because KD, I'm gonna do. If KD's here, I'll do your question as well. Katie had like numbers, so that's why I said Katie. It was K and then D and then numbers. So what I can do is right now for Katie, I'll just take 3 cards, and hopefully this resonates with this person. Oh, Chrissy, you can just have general if you want. So for Katie, I'm going to take 3 cards. So Katie's got the 3 of coins. The 3 of coins is about collaboration and working together. And this is about an upgrade. Something needs to shift and move to the next level. But again, that comes through partnership and collaboration. It's been a battle for Katie because the 9 of Wands is the wounded warrior and, you know, been through a lot. 1 knee down, feeling stressed, aggravated. But again, somebody's going to come in and sort of help the situation. And the Hierophant, trust the intuition, knowing that there are methodical steps and you will get to where you need to be. You know? And it's 3 card spread per person. So Chrissy, I'll do general for you. Let's see. So Chrissy, what do you need to know right now? Chrissy, you got the Fool. You got to trust and take a leap of faith. You got to trust and take a leap of faith. You got to go for it. You can't stress yourself, can't worry about anything. And you need balance, equal giving and receiving. So make sure, Chrissy, that you're feeling like you're allowed to receive, because you are allowed to receive. You don't have to overgive to anybody. And I just want to tell you, Chrissy, don't self-sabotage yourself, because the 5 of Swords is all about conflict, self-sabotage, and a bit of battle. And the battle is over. You can put down those swords and you can move forward to that peace and that calmer water. So whatever you do, I want you to find balance, and I want you to go after what it is that you want. Okay? What's going to bring you that joy? So I hope that makes sense. Did I miss any subscriber in the chat? Please let me know if I did. I'll give you guys a second to let me know if I've missed you. And then what I'll do is I'll come back live with all chat on for everybody. And we'll do a little mini collective reading. If that's okay with you guys. No, don't do it, Chrissy. Pull a card for Kelly. Okay, what do I need to know? What does Kelly need to know? The Moon. The Moon is a little bit about worry and anxiety, and that is true. I'm a little bit worried about my dad. My dad had a little bit of a rough day, and I also got some news that wasn't so great today about some other things. And so it's been a trying day. And so this is telling me I need to not worry. I need to know that things are being revealed for my own greater good, I guess. And no, it is. It's for my greater good. And that I just have to trust, right? So there we go. So thank you to my subscribers. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Bethany. I appreciate it. It's so nice to see you guys. And this was lovely. I hope that we can do this. Like I said, I'd like to do this every month with subscribers, just as a little thank you. And then what I'll do is I'll post this up on YouTube, and then you guys can go check it. You can follow me at Kelly Lorraine Tarot and Guidance. And I post my other videos over there too. So thank you so much. And I'll come back live. I'm gonna turn this live off, and then I'm gonna come right back on. Thank you, Mel. Thank you, Christine. And we'll all go chat and do our usual thing. You're welcome. Thank you. I really appreciate it. You guys are the best. The kindness and support, you have no idea how much it means to me. Thanks, Lena. You're welcome. You're welcome. So hopefully I didn't miss anybody. I would never intentionally miss anybody. If I did, please let me know. So I'm going to stop this live, and then I'm going to Oh, okay, hold on. My friend, hola. Let's see, I just saw you. Hold on, I'll pull your card for you right now. You got me just before. Do you have a question? Hola, my friend. Do you have a question? What question? I'll do a 3-card spread for you as my subscriber. You're welcome, Becky. Okay, so I'll just pull you 3 cards. I'm happy to see you too. Thank you. Who's spying or observing, my friend? Somebody's watching. There's also the idea that you need to be logical and decisive right now. Don't hold yourself back because there are some restrictions, some Capricorn restrictions here. What are we holding back from? So we need to make a decision, and there's got to be some healing. The decision to heal. If there's something that's been plaguing you or holding you back, know that there is heart healing here. Just as soon as you become more decisive in your heart. Okay? I hope that makes sense. You're welcome, my friend. So I'm going to leave this live and I'm going to come back live in like 2 seconds. I'm just going to like have a sip of water and I'm ready to go. So I'll see you on the other side. I'll be there in a minute. Okay? I love you guys. We'll talk soon.